If you are looking to upgrade from your current home, there's always this dilemma. Should you buy first or should you sell first? So if you buy your next property before selling the existing home, you now impose a restrictive timeline on your existing house just so that you wouldn't incur any ABSD. In order to meet this timeline, you lose out on the edge of waiting out for the best offer to come in. As a result, you may just sell your house at a price lower than expected. But if you sell your house before finding the next place, then you may end up in a position where you have to settle for anything on the market just because you need a place to stay. In order to figure that out, here are 3 main factors that you need to consider. Can you afford the upfront option fee in cash? Are you a peaky buyer?
The Peaky Blinder.
Do you know if your existing property is a tough sell or easy sell? When it comes to the upfront option fee in cash, it's good to have the first 5% ready without having to wait for your sales proceed. If you do have that 5% ready, it gives you a lot more room to be flexible when it comes to your timeline. If you have to wait for the completion of the next property so that you have that cash to put down for the first 5%, it's better that you speak to a trusted real estate agent who can help you to do a simple financial health check to ensure a smooth transition. The next thing to ask yourself is if you are a picky buyer. And this is not referring to your basic needs or basic requirements such as the size, the location, or even finding something that's within your budget. What we are talking about here is that when you have special requirements such as the feng shui, or you have to follow a certain numerology or your zodiac sign, it's important to acknowledge earlier in the process that it's harder for you to find something that ticks all your boxes, and you should then start earlier and not sell your property first. If your unit is going to be an easy sell, it makes a lot of sense for you to start your property search while waiting for your unit to be listed. It wouldn't be much of an issue if you were to put in an offer for the next property, as long as you know how to time the completion date such that you wouldn't have to get an extension or have an awkward gap where you're left homeless. So most homeowners like you probably know how to check the competitions around the area or within the development. It's easy to look at the past transaction data and also to identify if there's a lot of supply in that area for that same kind of unit or same size of the unit. But to determine if this is going to be an easy or tough sell, the lacking data that you will need would be the demand absorption for this area. So in order to find out whether there's going to be a strong demand or weak demand in your area, it's better to speak to your trusted real estate agent, or you can also drop us a WhatsApp. At the end of the day, it's important that whoever is going to market your unit is going to come up with a personalized marketing plan and not just use the traditional wait and see approach where the agent just come in to take some photos and just post it online. And there's also a growing trend of people making video tours for the unit. So to be honest, not every unit requires an elaborate YouTube video tour, and it does not always translate to the highest or best selling price. So to make this simple for you, we have compiled a guidebook for sellers with all the tips and tricks that you will need to know when it comes to selling your property. If you'd like a copy, feel free to drop us a message. I will put the link down in the description box. And as always, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.